Well, it turns out that troublesome spring weather is turning out to be an international affair. This video comes to us from Poland, where days of rainfall have led to some major flooding. Many roads and railways have gone underwater there. Folks are sandbagging their homes. And unfortunately, we know that at least 4 deaths have now been attributed to the rising waters, including a couple of people that are actually swept away by fast-moving currents with the rising waters in that area. Livestock's had to be herded to higher ground, and the officials, the weather officials in that part of the world, are telling residents that it's at least another couple of days before the stormy weather begins to subside. So they definitely have a mess on their hands. Around here, we've got a storm coming in. I don't think it's going to be quite that magnitude, but we're going to have some interesting weather around the land of enchantment today. But right now, all systems go for a nice start. We're partly to mostly cloudy with some thin clouds out there, 63 degrees, but a calm wind as we speak in the metro. That's not going to last long. As we start to warm things up today, we are going to definitely see the winds come up. But with that cloud cover in the west, we're not as cold as we had been. And we're kind of starting the day off about where we were yesterday, within a degree or two in the east. And that is pretty mild, but certainly temperatures a lot warmer in the west than they were just 24 hours ago. Wind-wise, well, not much to worry about right now. We've got a little breeze here or there. Most areas are looking at gentle and light winds to get the morning started. But with this cloud cover starting to come in, it's indicating that we're starting to slowly come under the influence of that next storm system building in off the west coast. And while the most active part of the storm as far as precipitation goes will stay north of us, I think its storm's certainly going to bring in quite a bit of wind. Meanwhile, see that line of thunderstorms that was in the east yesterday? That formed along the dry line in the heat of the day. Heat of the day, we're going to find that dry line right near the Texas state line. So I think the eastern parts of Mexico will probably see another pretty good round of some big-time thunderstorms a little later on today. Meanwhile, as we go region by region out there, we're looking mild. Highs today, upper 60s and low 70s. Maybe not quite up to yesterday's standards, but temperature-wise, still not looking bad. But we'll definitely see an increase in mid and high-level cloudiness throughout the day. And once we get into the afternoon, most definitely things are going to turn off windy out there. At this point in time, no wind advisories for the land of enchantment. They are in effect for eastern parts of Arizona. We'll see if the Weather Service goes ahead and issues 1 or 2 of those around the area a little later on today. Eastern plains, be it southeast, east central, or northeast, once again, there will be some spotty thunderstorms throughout the afternoon hours. As far as the mountains go, still a chance for showers here. Actually, there will be a better chance towards tomorrow morning across the mountains. That's when we start to see that disturbance clicking in a little closer to the north. So we'll include maybe an afternoon shower for Santa Fe today and tomorrow. Meanwhile, sun and clouds mixing in on a breezy afternoon with highs in the upper 70s in the east mountains and high temperatures working into the lower 80s in the metro. What will turn out to be a windy afternoon. Upper 70s, low 80s, I think about 79 for the city of Albuquerque. Notice the temperature stays down with a cloud cover Wednesday, but bounces right back into the 80s with the sunshine to wrap up the